how can businesses reduce this? Like, I mean, 85 is a massive, it's really high. So how can businesses sort of go about reducing this rate?
I think just touching on a few points I've already made. First of all, get your governance sorted out. So understand how the project and program is going to be run. Resource the right roles if need be. Another really key one is to ensure that anybody who works on a project or a program of this nature should be dedicated to it. It's very, very hard to have, for example, like an engineering team support, being third line support on an existing system or systems, but also delivering the data warehouse or data lakehouse. So these things are like really critical aspects that need to be thought of up front. So you might find that teams will be seconded if a warehouse is going to be delivered internally. Then you would normally find an entire team seconded onto the program so that they can focus on it, because they are, not just on the technical side, but they are very involved in terms of, the amount of focus you've got to give to the task at hand. So you really need to be working on that program and only that. So I think there's some like fundamentals from a technical side. I think a couple of things that really do help. First of all, is like you can employ, automation, for example. And we've like, as of this year, we've entered officially the era of AI, and you can see there's some amazing things happening with OpenAI, and there's just numerous co-pilots being announced by Microsoft as well. So this is definitely like a really key and pivotal era in data analytics. And so I think automation can really play a big part in that, much more than it has done in the past, actually, given the ability of these large language models to automate not just text but code as well. So I think there's some like really amazing things happening in that space. Some other more advanced areas are, so let's say, for example, you've got a program and it's like, a multinational, multi-vertical analytics program. Then there are some, I wouldn't call it an emerging architecture, it's been around for a while, but the data mesh is really interesting in the way that it can kind of like divide and conquer, like really super massive analytics programs into more digestible wholes. And that, I think, has got really good potential to take that, or to vastly reduce that 85% or 60%, whichever one you want to pick. So that's got good potential to actually reduce that number and to deliver, outcomes that customers actually need. So I think it's going to be interesting to see how that emerges in the coming years. Yeah, definitely.
Brilliant. No, cool. No, it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, a lot. I mean, there's a lot of different options out there for businesses. I guess just applying it to their situation, because I mean, everyone's environment is different. So yeah, I guess just applying the right techniques. And also, I think a big thing is change management, and obviously that's the big factor, isn't it? If you're so used to doing something one way, changing to do something else, it can obviously that's the big challenge, I think, with businesses as well. That's just, some people are rigid in a way, others are a bit more flexible, or are flexible. So be interesting times ahead, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. I think in data analytics, change is the only constant, really. And and as an agent of change for the last 25 years, I can say that there are a lot of people who don't like it, but it's and some changes are for the better, but not all. And I think one of the key aspects is maturity, changing with the times, but also, and this is like a really fundamental point as well, is that you need to ensure that your architecture is mature as well. So I think that's a really key aspect of how to roll out these programs. And I think especially in today's marketplace where there's, you know, so many different tools, architectures, clouds, ways of working, to actually harness that and to, you know, for the benefit of the customer is I wouldn't say it's getting more difficult. It's more diverse, I think, now than it was 10 years ago. So yeah, it's always an interesting field to work in. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what the future brings, really.
Yeah, definitely. All right, cool. Well, it's been good chat conversation. Really enjoyed that. Thanks for your time. And yeah, like you say, let's see what the future holds.
Thanks a lot, Ben. Good to be here, and have a good day. Thanks, mate.
Take care. Bye.
Cheers. Bye.